Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Today we're going to be installing mud flaps on the rear and front of our 2018 Tesla Model 3. If you want to see the installation process and a quick overview of the Arcoche mud flaps, stay tuned. So Arcoche was nice enough to give us a set to evaluate, and let's do the unboxing together and see what comes with the kit and see if it might be of use to you in your own vehicle. You open the box, you get a mud flap for each corner of the vehicle. So you have two in the front, two in the back, made out of a kind of a flexible plastic. Also comes with some clips and reinforcing screws to go inside those clips. And it also includes a screwdriver and a 10mm wrench for installing the rear mud flaps. So a couple things you'll note before we actually start the installation process. We turned our driver's side front wheel all the way to the left to give us more space to access this area that we're going to be working in. You also notice that there are kind of two sections here. Which is the side skirt, and then this part right here is the actual fender of the vehicle. So there's two different distinct parts, and I'll show you why that's important later on. But first, let's actually remove the existing clips off of the vehicle. I'm just using the screwdriver that came along with the kit. You see there's a little tab here, you just pry that up. It just comes right out. You also note that I'm already missing the second clip here, so I guess I don't really need to replace that. So I guess it's a good thing that we're adding some mud flaps. I can actually replace this clip that I didn't realize was missing. So here's the actual mud flap. You're going to notice there are two tabs. Each tab is going to fit into a different part of the vehicle. One's going to fit behind this fender, and one's going to fit behind the side skirt. You can actually press this plastic piece in a little bit, and there's a little indentation here. That's where you're going to slide the tab. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so we actually have the mud flap already in place without the clips. So let's actually add the clips now. So this is the actual clip housing. Put the reinforcing screw here. And prep the second one as well. And so just gonna insert that. All right, so we actually have the clips now in place with the reinforcers pushed in. In case it wasn't clear in the installation, the two tabs here are affixed to two different parts of the vehicle. One to the side skirt and another to the actual fender. That's why there's two different tabs here. And it's secured in place by these two clips with reinforcing push-in screws. So now we're gonna install the rear mud flaps on the driver's side. All right, so here is the rear mud flap. You're gonna note that there's this indentation here, this little groove. And what this does is gonna follow the trim right here of the rear bumper cover. And so you're basically gonna fix the mud flap along that ridge on the bumper cover. But before that happens, we need to remove, let's see if you can see that, to remove this clip. And we also need to remove this bolt temporarily, which we're going to use to secure the mud flap. So let's remove the clip, again using the screwdriver that was provided to us by Arcoche. Wasn't too difficult to remove. So we're going to use the wrench that Arcoche gave us to unscrew this 10mm bolt. All right, so that's out. All right, so now we're actually gonna put the mud flap on the vehicle. One thing you're gonna note, just like the front, there is a tab here. It's gonna go right behind the mud cover, this little ledge right here. So we're gonna slide that in to affix it in place. All right, so hopefully you can see that, but the mud flap is now in place without the clip. So we'll add the clip now. We have this clip. Insert that into the existing hole. Take the reinforcing bolt, slide that in. Now that we're done installing the mud flap, we're also going to replace the 10mm bolt. This also secures the mud flap in place. Hand tighten that. And you can finish it off with the included wrench. In order to complete the installation, you essentially just repeat the steps for the passenger side of the vehicle. I hope you found this video informative and useful, and if you're interested in ordering a set of these for yourself, there's a link in the description. These mud flaps are about half of the cost or less than the Tesla factory ones, and you'll probably get the same functionality. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.